Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 14 of the August daily draws. So let's see what kind of message we're going to get today. I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of Dragons, followed by an Oracle card from the Dragon Wisdom Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go, and today we will go there. And our card is Temperance. So this is keeping things in the right balance and the different aspects, different elements, working them together, particularly with our emotions and our spiritual being, well-being, sort of pouring things from one to another. It's a little bit like the two, or the Two of Pentacles. I know this is cups, but it's like the Two of Pentacles, trying to keep things flowing in the right way, to keep the energy flowing in the right direction, and that's something that we've had for a while. And often with temperance, sometimes it's just getting the balance of different things in our lives, and it's not necessarily a 50-50 split between or whatever, an equal split of the different things. Sometimes it's what works for us, it's what's the right balance for us, the right proportions of different things in our lives, and that can differ for each one of us. We need to find something that works for our path and for our own individual personality and circumstances. And usually you have the different elements and different opposing elements as well, like the fire and the water. You have the water, but often you have fire. And I was just thinking that this doesn't seem to have fire, but that's probably represented by this type of dragon that probably brings that fire element to it. And obviously he's in the air, he's flying, so he's got that sense of being able to balance in the air, to keep himself up in the air. You've got the water element there around him. Primarily this seems to be a water element to do with the emotions and spiritual things, but of course you've got the turtle here on the rock, which would be the earth, a firm foundation, the grounding. Even in the midst of all this water, you've got a nice rock, a firm footing to stand on. So it's that earth element too. So it's bringing everything, but that's what I was saying though. The balance here is primarily water, but everything seems to work. The flow seems to work because you've got other elements, even in the midst of this predominant water sort of situation. So that's what I'm saying. Different aspects of our lives may not be split equally in proportions, but will be divided up and integrated into a way that works together well. And we need to find that inner balance first and foremost within ourselves, which is why I think you've got the water element there predominantly, because to me that represents the inner being, the water, the spirit, the emotions, the inner person there, that we're trying to keep that energy flowing and in balance, and dealing with any blockages of that and anything there. So that's what we're being asked to perhaps look at today, how we are within ourselves and where we need to check the energy, maybe unblock something to keep the that energy flowing. Maybe for those of us that work with chakra energy, maybe we need to do some chakra work to make sure that our different chakras are aligned and working. Maybe some of them are a bit blocked or whatever, and we've not got that flow. So we need to keep that in balance. So it could be that kind of work could come in to it as well. So let's take this day before we start off a new week. Let's see if we can bring ourselves into balance and so that will help us bring our situations into balance. It starts within us, and then we then able to put that energy into our external environment. So let's work on that. So let's see what oracle card we get to go with that. And today we will go there, and our card is Destiny. Lovely card, that. In the sense of living out our purpose, choosing we had about our path, making sure determining our own path, what is the nature of our path, and bringing things into balance and in alignment with that path. And that, like this Temperance card, sort of emphasizes that it's in line, it's what we're bringing ourselves into line with who we are and what our path, the nature of our path is. And that's how we bring balance into ourselves and into our circumstances. So as we are at the end of, towards the end of the weekend and approaching a brand new week, let's see if we can bring those things into balance, in alignment with in ourselves and with the path that we are following. So I feel that's what the message from these cards is today. Okay, so I will be back tomorrow with day 15 as we start that new week, so that we can then begin that process of of aligning ourselves and working that through to our circumstances. Until then, thank you for listening today, and take care everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye bye.